I've been cleaning the shop. Yesterday I cleaned all this up and all the black oil. Today I've been cleaning stuff out of here and cleaning this side. I've mopped it twice. Yesterday Clyde Acor stopped by and brought me some more secret sauce for the D9 assembly, so I want to thank him for that. He also brought me a case of grease he bought on accident. It's a Lucas product. It's a 5% Mahle, so I can certainly use that. So thank you, Clyde. So I've just got a lot of stuff here that needs to go. Filters that need to go out in the van trailer, just stuff. And then I can clean some of this out. It's always nice to have a wide area to work and a clean area, but this side over here is gonna have to wait. I don't know, I may pick up some of these pallets and put them over there, and then I can clean this area up, but I just have so much cleanup to do. It's mind-boggling. So many gaskets to scrape, so much paint to be taken off, heads to be tore down and rebuilt, water pumps, rocker arms, bearings, a converter, more stuff over there. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. It's Sunday. I threw all the liners out the door. Need to get the pistons off, get them out of here. Just make more room. Oh, I took the rugs out of here and steam cleaned those. They were full of dirt. If you at least have a rug here and you can tell it was here, the paint's nice. At least it catches a lot of the crap that comes in on people's feet. But it's so nice to just have a clean area to work. It's awesome. So I just got done shopping at the Hobo Freight. Spent $532. Couldn't help myself. Now that Hobo Freight carries their Icon brand tools, those are actually good tools. I bought a bunch of half-inch wobbly sockets and 3/8 wobbly sockets, impact, because the Pittsburgh ones we used to buy, they didn't last 5 minutes. They'd just come apart, and the Icon has lifetime guarantee. And so far what we've bought that was the Icon brand has been pretty damn good quality. And the only reason I came down here was my bank, US Bank, has been closing branches all over, and they closed the Blackfoot branch. And I said, well, if you're gonna close it, does that mean you're gonna lower some of your fees? Nope, they're actually going up. And I said, why is US Bank doing this? And she said, they want to become the largest online banker. And that's fine if your customers are people who just have, a regular job and a paycheck. They can whip out their mobile app and do all their banking and pay their bills and all that stuff. But for those of us that own businesses, I need somebody I can go talk to. And the sad thing is I've been in there with that bank for, good Lord, from the 80s. And I knew those people and they knew me. And when I bought my dad's place, I bought it and I gave him a life estate on the house. And and they were giving me shit about it. They brought in a real estate guy from Pocatello, and he's like, well, here's the problem, Jeff. You're buying a house, but you're not living in it. Well, have you ever heard of an investment, you wiener? Anyway, I just laughed at him, and I said, you know what? I'm buying $1 million piece of property with an FAA listed runway on it. And if you loan me the money, and after the deal was done and the ink was dry, I turned around and told you that I had absolutely no intentions of ever paying one red penny on that loan, you could just start foreclosure, you'd make a fortune. Oh, well, Mr. Anderson, we're not in the business. I said, yes, you are in that business. I said, if you called your boss and told him what you had, $1 million piece of property with an FAA listed runway on it, and you were only loaning 20% of that valuation, who wouldn't jump on that? Anyway, he was a pain in the ass to deal with, but you know, I used to just walk in there and go, hey, I need some money for a while, blah blah blah, I'm doing this, doing that, and they just go, okay, here you go, Jeff, because I had a flawless payment record with them. And you know, so it really pissed me off when they said they were leaving. So now I have to come clear to Pocatello to make my deposits. I do some online banking, but I want a bank I can go in and talk to the people, and they know me and they know my business. So I am getting ready to leave them. It's just bullshit. Anyway, it's enough to give me a neck ache. That's why I'm rubbing my neck. They're a pain in the ass. Okay, there's a U.S. bank right there. Anyway, if you do business with the U.S. bank, I'd leave. I would absolutely leave. Okay, that went really well. One thing I'll say about U.S. Bank is they've trained their employees to be very helpful, very courteous and kind, but the decisions made by the people in Minnesota there in the great big ivory tower. Anyway, in the comments below, tell me where you bank and if you like it and why, because I certainly have lost a lot of respect for U.S. Bank. I thought they'd be around forever. I remember when I was borrowing money one time, they still have loan committees, for crying out loud. So they got these people out of town looking over their shoulder, and I wanted to borrow some money, and the construction business was in the toilet, and we kind of vacillate, we have to go where the money is. So when farming's in the toilet, we got to look at construction, commercial, private work. And at that time, construction was in the toilet. We were doing a lot of farm work because farming was good. So the guy said, well, he's construction. And thank goodness the people I know at the bank were there, and they go, no, he's not, he's ag, look at his deposits. And he's like, oh, just because it says Anderson Construction on the check doesn't mean that's where all my income comes from. It comes from a lot of very different sources. I got my hose on the side, I got my weed business, and my real estate business, and what else have I got? I think that's it. So anyway, it was just nice because they knew me. You know, if you look into banking, it's all a scam anyway. If a guy was smart, he'd just start his own bank. Alrighty, I got my regulator hooked up, and for right now, I just hooked the air compressor hose into it. And this has got a regulator on it, so we can just unhook it. Anyway, this piping is called Rapid Air, and God, I think I installed that 4 or 5 years ago. It goes up there along the edge of the roof, across that beam, and over to the hose reel, and I put it over here so that we could use it when we're cleaning parts in the parts washer. We can stand here and blow them off. So I got it all in, and it works, and it's not leaking. Anyway, you can drain it here. It obviously drained back there when I unhooked the pipe and that drain valve, but I figured since I was doing this big ass project here, I needed that. So anyway, I've been dealing with a project we got to go do in the river Monday. We got to go fix a diversion in the river that's got some holes in it. We're gonna have to haul some lava rock. So crank's coming, and what else have I got going on here? Oh, I gotta find pistons and sleeves, and like I said, I'll probably buy cat gaskets, so I'm gonna see if there's an part number in a book for a complete full overhaul gasket kit for this. So Matt's building a new ditch here. This will handle the flood water. Run it clear down there and back in the slough. Oh, by golly, it's getting better. It's muddy. Muddy buddy. Hey, so I got some cool stuff in the mail. Somebody sent me 2 batteries to fit my Ingersoll impact, and it says, can't believe they won't warranty that damn trigger from blank. I don't know who you are, but you spent a lot of money here. I don't know what to say. all I can say is thank you very, very much. You didn't have to do that. But now I have batteries for spares so that I'd never run dead. So this is a package I got some time ago. I love the little drawings on here. The dinosaurs. Did you do that? Or did they come that way? Anyway, this is from Paul Rivich. Oh, hey Jeff, Paul from Ohio again. I sent you the D9G decals kit and have some other fundies for you. I enjoyed the N14 build just like the C15 343 in the past. Enclosed are a couple of detail items to help dress up your fleet. Anyway, he sent me the N14 decal that I put up there on the rocker boxes. And he also sent me some Cummins power ones. And the Cat Diesel power ones. So thank you. Now, he has sent me another box here. And I got that. When did I get that? It says he sent it June 10th. Anyway, that's been in the house. So let's see what we got. Oh wow. Oh cool. Certified Jpaydirt. That's freaking awesome. I gotta put one of those on the N14. That's awesome. Now I got really black hands, so I want to be careful here. So it looks like we've got a t-shirt. Cat Diesel Power, the old Pac-Man logo. That is cool. Thank you very much. It's in the right size, large. Oh, for Mr. Griffey. He'll love that. He went to a baseball game tonight. Oh, what do we got here? D9H stickers. Oh, that's cool. I know where I can put those. And the application tool to put it on. And the company that made it. QuipCal, machine decals, safety decals, company decals. 215-536-5339. I love this. That's just awesome. So the crankshaft showed up today. I don't know if we're going to get rained on or not, but I need to get this in the shop. 720 pounds of crankshaft. So I usually go out about this time of night and run a real heavy load of water on the runway. And then when they get up to go in the morning, it's still got the soil's damp, but I don't know if it's gonna blow like crazy tomorrow or not, if they'll even be able to work. So I better get the crank in here first, and then I'll get out there about dusk and blow a load. So I called two people at Clevite. I think the first one was Shaniqua and the second one was Tanisha. They couldn't help me. So they had a area like representative out of Oregon call me, and I just said, hey, want to buy some Clevite pistons and sleeves for D9? Where's your dealers here? Well, I don't know. It shows Fleet Pride. Maybe you could try that. I'm talking to a representative of Clevite, Mahle, and he can't tell Jeff Anderson where to buy his products. I'm just flabbergasted over that one. Of course, anymore, nothing surprises me. Absolutely nothing. So I haven't been able to get pistons and sleeves yet. Been busy watering. Today they had two planes. They had the 602, which they run normally, and they had an 802 come in and help them get some stuff done and caught up. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. I'm taking tomorrow off if I can. If they're flying, I gotta be there. But anyway, have a great weekend.